Man United get 3 points against Newcastle. I kind of expected that one. Not the script as it was, but I knew somehow United would walk away with the 3 points at home. I don't know what you think. So,
Yeah, I think it felt like a must-win game coming off. In the last 5 games, we had dropped like points to Aston Villa, Bournemouth, and West Ham.
mm,
And we had dropped points actually from a very strong position. So this was like one of those must win games. And it looks like United understood the assignment this time round.
yeah,
Also considering that uh, Chelsea and Liverpool have potential wins, and Sunderland too. So, so this was more of a must-win game, and we were home. So players had to
yeah.
turn up.
Yeah, you had to get your 3 points at home, especially ahead and everything going. But there was a lot of strangeness in the game, though. Even though there was the win, there was the back four. That's weird. No, I'm gonna put a back four this time. Yeah, but I guess it worked. You guys got your second clean sheet of the season.
Yeah, it did. A good strategic switch. I mean, he had been practicing four centre backs for almost a month right now. So I was expecting it at some point, and the entire week before we played Bournemouth, we trained with back four. But then
Mm.
Amorim was frustrated that information leaked that week that we had trained with back four. So I think that was the game. That was the game he was planning to start with a back four, but he was like, "Who leaked out this information?" So even today
Uh,
during warm up, we warmed
uh-huh.
up with three defenders. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, and then the game starts with a back four. So a good tactical switch, considering that our centre backs actually need more protection,
Mhm.
and having dropped points, we had to win points, so we had to come up with a better way to secure our back line, and it worked.
But protecting the back four, doesn't that include Casemiro in Man United terms? I thought it was a strange substitution at the 60th minute. I thought
Yeah, that
Casemiro is one
substitution.
of those guys who are going to see off the game. The Sesko one, I wasn't so surprised. I mean, you had your 60 minutes, you didn't do anything much. Let's give someone else a chance. But Casemiro he was off a break. He didn't need like a rest or anything, right?
Yeah, this one baffled me. It baffled Casemiro too because he couldn't believe he was he was the one coming out. And even earlier on, the one for Mason Mount too, I had not understood it.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand why Casemiro was being brought on,
Taken
considering
off.
it was taken off, considering it was a must-win game.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that Amorim is trying to prepare the whole team for any chance, any eventuality this time. That's why he has to now give Fletcher the minutes because. Uh, I think if we have to play Fletcher and he hasn't played any minutes, then it will be it won't be good for him. So we have to prepare him. Also considering we don't really have uh, many games, and
Yeah.
uh, also this is when Mainu was supposed to play, but now Mainu is not there, and the person who's replacing Mainu is Fletcher, and this was the time to try them and also to throw them in a must-win game because
Yeah.
as a manager, you have to communicate with the club that this is the players I have, and the club has to see where you stand. You can't just keep them on the bench. So it was a risky one.
Yeah.
You lose this game, it backfires. Although I understand the intention why you bring on these boys because you have to prepare them for the game, but if you lose this game, it backfires.
So you really proud moment for the Fletcher family, though. Both kids on the bench. You really think it was more of a statement to the hierarchy about how thin his squad is, or was he just
Yeah,
like doing like, yeah,
it,
it was
it
a
was
statement? Hmm.
it was both preparing them, but if you understand that it's a must-win game and you decide to show your club the quality of depth you have, you decide to bring in a players like Fletcher. That's just trying to show the club the quality of the type of depth you have. So I think it was both preparing the kids and also showing the the board that this is what I have.
Mm. Well, what a smart way to do it. You collect your 3 points in the long run. But that aside, anyway, United didn't look under any threat. Newcastle had loads of the ball, and it didn't really feel like, especially the second half, it didn't really feel like they were going to score at any point, really. Like, they drove in and they did much, but I didn't see the threat. It wasn't like a goal is coming, someone's knocking at your door the way Wolves are doing against Arsenal. No, it didn't really feel like that. I don't know how you saw that, but I think
Yeah,
the
it was a
structure
little bit.
works. Well,
Yeah. Now that one, I don't know how to look at it. I don't know if we were lucky to have Newcastle as the opponent today because uh, they only have one win away from home, and they haven't really gotten a point from a losing position.
yeah,
So uh, uh, they're really not a good attacking side when they're away from home. So I don't know if that's really worked in our favor, but I like to give the boys credit too because we really locked them out. Uh, Even with four, we still had with Dorgu a winger. He kept on like he's falling back and and aiding the defense, and all
assisting
Newcastle
Dorgu. Yeah,
assisting. Yeah, and I mean, you look at it and you're like, if this was 120 minutes, we could still see out the game. I still
yeah,
wish we had scored another goal though,
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Talk about my United goals. I think Sesko should do more. I think he got a two. I saw two chances. He should do more, in my opinion. Don't you think?
yeah, yeah. I mean, two goals on match week 18. The numbers speak that he should do more. One assist,
Yeah.
that's only three goal involvements. The numbers don't lie. He needs to do more. Uh, it's hard for me to condemn him on a day like today because he kind of put in a shift earlier on in the first
No,
half
I'm
with
talking about the chances he got. He might do other
Mm.
stuff, but he got chances. He got chances. There's sometimes a striker leaves the field without chances. You can't really blame the striker, but he got chances. He tried to shuffle his feet the other time, and the other one, he was onside. He could just have struck instead of also trying to shuffle his feet. Like, yeah, he did a
no,
lot. He tried to drop back. He got a defensive foul. He did, but he got chances, and he knows how important that kind of goal is.
nah, that is true. He needs to, but I mean, uh, I'll blame him for hitting the crossbar instead of just hitting the target with that chance. But apart from that one, do I really see
Yeah,
like
there was one. There was
even
one he
a
was
half
given
chance?
from the
Because
right. Yeah, he would
there's
have
one
left
that
it to Cunha, but he decided to shift it to his left foot. I'll remember. I think it was in the
oh
first
yeah,
half.
there's one there's one the one
He
he
fluffed.
spun and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, well that one he should have assisted. He would have set up Cunha because
Or
it was
hit
a
it first
difficult
time.
or
Expected
hit
the
it
ball.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, or hit it first time, yeah. And I think he's just a boy struggling with confidence. Yeah,
Mm.
he hasn't. I don't remember if he's really been given like 90 minutes to struggle through the game, miss chances, and until you get your first goal, because sometimes it does happen. If you
Yeah.
get two chances and you miss the two chances, then everybody remembers those two chances. But if we
Yeah.
keep him on consistently for 90 minutes, he's gonna get five chances and convert one of them, and maybe that one might be what starts something. So I just feel there's a little bit lack of confidence, uh, and the reduced minutes is going to be an issue for him too. But we need goals from him.
Yeah, I think the Premier League was spoiled. Man City bought this big striker from Germany and scores with every chance, and then United got one of their own. Newcastle got one of their own.
That's
Even
true.
Man City went from
Uh,
Amush also trying to find, but
yeah,
yeah.
But at the same
They're not
time,
all
you
Haaland.
look at,
Mm.
yeah, they are not.
Yeah.
Haaland has a very good conversion rate, but you look at other strikers who are scoring goals. If you look at games, you also see the number of chances they are missing.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. They,
sometimes you really need more service because
yeah.
it's what you put in the net that matters.
That's
Uh,
true. Yeah. And if you miss five chances and score one, and you miss two chances, then they'll say this one that scored is the better striker. So yeah,
that's true.
yeah. But at
Yeah,
least United
that's
got the
true.
win. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you need to stay in and around there. You guys will compete. I think if you just stay in and around up there, five, six, for as long as you just maintain points in the rest, I think you guys are still in it. Yeah.
Yeah, we are in, and the next three fixtures are going to be actually very important because we've picked points from Newcastle, and now I think the next three opponents involved include Wolves, who don't have a win. I think Burnley, who should be going down, and then the other opponent is Leeds, who are in good
Mm,
form, but United don't need to fear Leeds.
the
you know.
relegation team. Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, so looking at our three next fixtures, I mean, if we make it 12 points out of 12, I can bet that we are in number four, and that is 20 games in.
haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that will be a good position to fight for Europe because if you are
Yeah.
up there, if you are position four, 20 games in, you're looking at a minimum Europa League.
Yeah, you should just replicate the same form for the first 20 games. It's not been perfect, but if you just replicate the same form, you finish the same position. 4-5 right there. Yeah.
Right.
Especially you play with the people around you. Those are the games you really need to win against the people that you're same points with: Chelsea,
Hmm.
uh, Sunderland, Liverpool. Those are the people you need to beat. And then the rest of the season,
Yep.
everybody can have their own season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So it looks good. Uh, I mean, you always feel like it would have been better, but uh, we have a project, and our manager is also a project. Because if you look at where we are right now, and then you look at some games we played, like Bournemouth game, like West Ham game, like Everton game.
mhm,
uh, Everton lost and the other two draws. Those were you look at those as seven dropped points, and if you put that on what we have right now, then we probably up there with Aston Villa. So you realize that we've been making mistakes that come from new formation, lack of experience, and all that stuff, and where we are kind of feels unfair because some of those losses we've had along the way. So if you look at it, uh, it looks like there's belief growing again in the team. There's hunger, there's determination. People are thinking that maybe we can fight for these positions. We can play six. We can finish 6-5 because
yeah,
uh, you look at how United players are playing right now. They want the ball, unlike last season. You have the ball, nobody wants it because nobody wants
yeah.
to be the one who is making the mistake.
Make a mistake.
But
Yeah,
now,
the cameras.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So belief is going. Nobody's afraid of making a mistake. So I think if I still believe that if we trust the process, we might be heading somewhere.
And more good news, Malasia back to United. At some point, there was stories Malasia had been killed and buried. Well, Malasia back on the field. That was
Well,
that was
that
a
guy
good
has been
one.
through it all, man.
Yeah, he's been
Elijah
out
has
a
been through
year
it all.
plus. It's crazy. Yeah, the
Yeah,
last time I saw
more than
him,
a year.
he was with Rashford in New York.
And that was almost after. That was almost after he was out for a year with an injury.
Months, yeah, almost
But
months, almost 6 months. Then he appeared in New York.
yeah, and then the following season he went back to Eredivisie
Oh,
for
makes
a
sense.
he he went for a loan for a whole season. He won Eredivisie actually. He's the one who won the
Oh,
title.
oh,
But then,
wow, man.
but then, yeah, but then they could not sign him for, was it 10 million or what? They could not sign
Well,
him for 10 million.
yeah,
Then we were, his price dropped to 5 million and was put in the bomb squad, and then he couldn't get anybody to buy him. And then he's just been training with the under 18, under 21, and finally found his way in the first team. So seeing him up there, back on the team, that's a crazy story.
that's a crazy story,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's a good story if he can find his way back. United need more strength on the left. I mean, you need at least three left
True.
backs to compete in this league.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm happy
but
for him.
yeah, me too. I was like, but at the same time, I don't think United is that thin. You might be thin, yes, but it's not that bad. You guys still have players, right? You guys have the captain is back. Was the number 6 guy? Lisandro Martinez is back. Euro still playing. Casemiro is back. Luke Shaw looks like he's putting a bunch of games together, and Mount still playing. Bruno's out, but didn't look so thin up front, really. You lose Cunha and Mount, and even afforded to take Mount off. So it's not that bad, you guys. Though. Yeah. It-
Yeah, it is not. I mean, you can look at it from that angle, but if you look at the United starting lineup for today, I think the best player on the bench was Euro, a 20-year-old, and it was Euro and teenagers. So Euro was the
Mhm.
oldest player on the bench, and that does not look
At
good
20.
at 20. You
The young
know?
Malasia.
Oh, there was Malaysia. Oh, I forgot Malaysia. I mean, he hasn't played for a minute, so it's
For
I
almost two
forgot about
years.
Malaysia. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So Malaysia, Euro, and then that of the regulars who have been there, it was Euro, but now Malaysia, Euro, and
The
all
teenagers.
kids and
Yeah.
and teenagers, and you have to say that we were like, we were playing Newcastle, who haven't really won away except at Wolves, and everybody has beaten
Mhm.
Wolves, but Newcastle hasn't really won away, and they have not even recovered. Once they concede one goal, they lose the game. You know, I don't think if we played another clever side and then the results went south, uh, we will be seeing this problem. So a good result covers a lot.
Covers a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, a good
A
result
good
covers a
result.
lot, but
Yeah, it's a good
uh,
bandage.
it,
Tough.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at that bench, man, who is Leslie, who
Yeah.
is Fletcher? These people. Even Malasia was on the bench. He hasn't played in 12 in 2 years. I mean,
Yeah.
so uh, we need also depth in numbers. We still need an improvement on. Dalo will put in a good game today or so, but Dalo, we need somebody who can give us 7.5 every day for 15, 20 straight games, and that's not Dalo. So
Yeah.
even when everybody is back, you can say we have two players per position, but a good number of even our starters cannot make it in the teams of our competitors. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, but sometimes it's how you use your player. But at the end of the day, it's a good win for United. It puts you up there. It would have been a bad weekend if anything happened. I'm telling you, you switch off your TV until next week,
No way you
Wednesday.
lose you lose on Friday. You lose on Friday. Your weekend is done.
Man, like that time we played Villa, you lose at 4:30 a.m., you're done for the whole weekend.
You're done.
First game of the week, you're
Yeah.
done. You're done. So it's a good win, and you guys can sit back and wait for the next fixtures. We play Brighton. I don't think Brighton will be much of a threat, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Yeah,
No matter how bad a threat they are, Arsenal should have what it takes to beat them. So whether
at
they turn
home.
up stubborn or
Yeah,
what, yeah,
yeah.
they might turn up stubborn. They can do that because they're Brighton. They can on some days, but whichever way they turn up, I think Arsenal should put them away. Mm.
Last year's fixture was a draw. Remember the Declan Rice red card for kicking the ball?
I remember that one. And is it also the one that there was this lousy penalty on Joao Pedro?
Yeah,
Because I remember
yeah,
Joao Pedro did
yeah.
this spin and
Saliba.
went for a
Yep.
penalty. Yeah, Saliba. No, I think the fact that they did something from that fixture last season
Yeah.
should make it difficult for them this season. Mm.
Well, yeah. We'll see that. I'm just looking at the
Because
Aston Villa game against United. Do you know who was the highest rated player?
yeah,
Patrick Dorgu, 8.0. So that's 2 games in a row.
yeah,
He's been the highest rated
yeah.
player.
He had an
Yeah.
assist that game. He had a goal today.
Yeah. 8.0
Uh,
highest rated player on the pitch. Today, 8.2 highest rated player on the pitch.
and he's been
Yeah.
cooking. Those are the last
Yeah, he's been
2 games,
cooking.
and that follows a series of bench warming.
Yeah, a series of bench warming.
Yeah, yeah,
What a
and then he got his chance and claimed it.
what a goal
You
though.
know, ooh,
That was a
ooh.
match winning goal. That was a match winning goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah. You don't want to lose
there are
points to
players
that.
you
You don't want to lose
expect to
points
do
to that.
things like those. That was a good goal. No wonder they get paid the big bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The run up, the concentration. He knew where the goal was, so he was just focusing on the ball. Uh,
Yeah.
nice volley, hit on the first, boom. You don't say that.
Man. Yeah, you
uh,
just
I would
call
have
it
been mad to
in.
drop
You know?
points on that.
Yeah, man, it would have been bad to drop points off such a goal. Yeah, he can take his man of the
Yeah,
match award home. Yeah.
and even in general, the fact that he did not have to defend, there's just a way he played with the aura on the attacking side. There's even a ball he
Yep.
brought in across. Is it the one that Shesko spin? Because there's one he runs to the wing and then breaks in a low cross with the right foot, which is not his favorite foot. But
Yeah.
he brings, like he has that confidence. Uh, I remember Antonio Valencia will force his way to the line and try to bring in a cross. I haven't seen our United winger just play with strength, and I think I saw
Mm,
that in Dorgu today. And I just think it's
mm.
because defending was not his priority. He had to come back just to support, but that was not his main
Job.
responsibility today. So
Yeah.
so I go to see his attacking threat. He can be a problem up front if he gets more minutes
He's a
in
good
in this
presser,
position.
and maybe that's what you also need. You
Mm,
need someone that can press from up to keep the ball there.
mm.
That's how you relieve pressure off the midfielders and then off the center back. That's what Mason Mount also does. You press from the front, and I think Dogo was really good at that. He's really good at pressing from the front. He's a good winger. He's not a wing back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you give
Mhm.
him more minutes up front, he might
Yeah.
really help us because, like you said, if we transfer the press up front, then that's already a
Game changer.
a
Yeah.
good step, a good position. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I might need
but
to sit down one of the
impressive.
tens. Yeah. Yeah, that's how a
Yeah,
team that's how a squad improves. When people fight for those positions. You have to fight for them. Like, yeah, someone else will take it. If you
true.
don't improve.
The type of
Yeah.
problem you give a manager.
Yeah.
The type of problem you give a manager because next time, even when you decide to start Dog on the bench because you have defenders or wing backs you trust, You're gonna need something up front when Domo and Cunha come out short. You need somebody who can press from the front, somebody who
Yeah,
brings something different. And Dorgu
different
is already giving the
dynamic.
manager a headache. Yeah,
Yep, yep. A different dynamic.
he hit the
Someone to
target at
break.
least twice.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. And you could see like when the game was just different. He was roaming around up front, as you're saying, the energy. He could put more energy in the press because he didn't have to drop back every time because United lose the ball also a lot. So you have to keep dropping back, keep dropping back.
yeah,
Cunha will
that's,
step 1, 2 and lose
yeah,
it and but good
yeah.
for you guys. Tomorrow we open the day with Nottingham City. Man, I hope Nottingham just do something for me, man. Just go for it, Nottingham. You know, you're at home. Do it at 4:30 a.m. It's 4:30 a.m. here.
Yeah, and
They get,
they have a manager who is not afraid of doing it.
yeah,
So I hope tomorrow is that day because uh, if he has to be pragmatic, he is. If he has to use a set piece, he knows what to do when to get points out of big sides. So being home, you can't really rule them out. I mean, Man City are the favorites, yes, but we love this Premier League because of surprises, and might be a good time to
yeah.
get one.
I don't like this point of
Yeah.
somehow coincidentally now, Man City always play before us. So somehow they just have to be first position. Somehow, I don't know. Previously it was not like that. Now they pressure because they play just before
Yeah,
us. I don't remember when we played and
yeah. I mean,
gave the 5 point gap for them to catch up. Now it always seems like we have must win to go back to one. That's not cool anymore,
yeah. There's
you
a
know?
time. I don't know. Uh, well, it does feel a little bit tense considering the position of the table because every game does change. The feeling, but
Uh,
I think there's a time when Arsenal was always playing fast
yeah,
and
and we go
opening the
five
gap and
points.
having the Man City
Yeah, to
to
catch
answer.
up.
But I think
It-
the day when they were cooked by Aston Villa, that day there was a change. They went fast and they were supposed to beat
mm,
Aston Villa and come 2 points to Arsenal. But then when Aston Villa beat them and Arsenal beat, I think I don't know if it was West Ham or who the next day, and then that opened up.
gap.
It didn't
Then
feel
Aston Villa
so
is the
it
one
didn't feel
who.
so nervous at that point because yeah, it did feel. I think right
Then
now is the
Aston
fact
Villa
that
came back and did the same and equalized. Yeah.
equalize. Yeah,
And said,
I think that's
you
where the
guys
issue
have your
is
own
now
problems
because
now. Yeah.
yeah, so really balance that equation. But now
Yeah.
you see that tension was there during Aston Villa versus Man City.
But,
Like when that day had they beaten Aston Villa, they were gonna come close. But then when Aston Villa beat them and Arsenal started taking the lead again, it was always, even if City win, they don't overtake Arsenal. So there was not that much
mm,
tension. But then when Aston Villa comes and also equalizes, so this time, and now Man City get that 3 points, now we get back the situation where whenever they win, they go fast. And I think it might be, uh, I don't know how it will feel for them, though. If Arsenal went fast, Arsenal have to win. But uh, Uh, and if Arsenal goes first, Man City has to win it regardless of Arsenal's result. So for Man City, it doesn't really
yeah.
matter first. It matter to them more if they go first. But for Arsenal, it has to because when Man City wins, they go up temporarily.
But I'm glad, Arsenal has started being complacent. This is the pressure we want. You must win your game because you guys were how many points clear? Then you just started, okay, we lost a lot of players, but you just started being complacent. You started dropping points. You started struggling against people like Wolves. Now you must win your games, and I guess it is what it is. We must. We're not going. We had the chance to cruise to the title. We are not. So now we must fight for it. Either way, there is no excuse. Well, that's from me as an Arsenal fan. We play Brighton tomorrow, but we might say at the beginning of the season, everybody knew Liverpool is going to win the league with the purchases they made, and everybody were like, Arsenal have already blown it 3 times, they'll never be the winners. And then things changed around, and now everybody's like, if Arsenal don't win, then they've failed. And I understand. But from an Arsenal's fan perspective, I think this is exactly what we need. If if we're going to be forced to win, then I guess that's what it is. How bad do you really want it? And we'll see tomorrow against Brighton. This has been among our boogie teams. I remember the season before that, they beat us 3-0 at home with Dizabi. Leave alone the one from last season when we drew 1-1. The season before that, we lost 3-0 at home with
Mhm.
Xhaka against Dizabi. So Arsenal need to win that game, and they need to be serious. But tomorrow there is also Liverpool. Well, that is kind of an emotional one. They play Wolves. It's a Diogo Jota derby. May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at home, uh, and unless they make a mess out of it, yeah, they should get the 3 points there. Here, I say that because Liverpool are so good at making a mess out of anything, out
yeah,
of anything. But Wolves, they should beat Wolves. They are, on paper they are the best. They are home, better form and all that. Everything here favors them over Wolves. So I don't really see how Wolves win this one or even claw
yeah.
away a point. But again, as I said, it's the Premier League and there's a reason we love it. Mm.
Yeah. Plus the Wolves Portuguese connection is kind of not there anymore. So it will be an emotional game in a way for the fans, but yeah, it's not that much for the players. This is just bottom placed Wolves against Liverpool, who I think Liverpool are going to win at Anfield. It's gonna be an easier one, but well, we'll see tomorrow. Those are among the games I don't think I'll watch this one. I think it'll be at the same time as Arsenal, so I might wait for the Chelsea Villa one later. Do you think Villa is finally going to drop points? I saw Villa admin was bold enough to say the guy would have had 2 haircuts by now. That's really a real dig at United, especially after beating United. But they
Yeah,
go
I saw
to
them.
Chelsea now.
I saw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them throw shade, and I was like, well. Uh, Good for them. Yeah, good
Good
for
for
them.
you.
But
Yeah,
yeah, good for you, man.
yeah,
You have the right to.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
the game at Chelsea, it's a difficult one because these are the type of games that Chelsea like. They
yeah.
fumble around, but when they get when they get a good opponent who is in good form and has so much bragging rights, that this is when they turn up. And Villa's winning streak is gonna end at some point. They're gonna
Yeah,
drop points too, so you never know when.
yeah.
It's just a nervous game where I see all the three results. Villa do not have any draw this season. I think it's win or loss.
Mm,
Chelsea have picked up draws here and there, but Chelsea being at home and Villa's form, I don't know. I think there's a possibility of a draw here.
you think? You don't think there's gonna be a winner? I think Chelsea will win.
Uh,
I think Chelsea will win this one. Chelsea
I,
have
I,
a habit of doing, yeah, they have a
yeah,
habit of
it's a
doing
game
this.
that
You
I
remember
would
the
like.
City? Yeah, Yeah, sorry. You remember Man City
The
when they
City
were
game.
going
Oh yeah,
unbeaten? What season was that? The 2012 season. And they didn't look like anybody
yeah,
was
I
going to
remember
stop
that.
them until a struggling
Yeah,
Chelsea.
I remember that game. Yeah,
Bam! Frank Lampard, 2-1. So I think
yeah,
Chelsea's going to win this
I remember
game.
that.
Yeah. And-
Now I want a
they
win for
also.
Chelsea.
Uh-huh.
I want a win for Chelsea. They are only 3 points above United, and Aston Villa is 9 points above United. So uh, if if Chelsea can hold Aston Villa, because I can chase Chelsea down, if they can hold Aston Villa, that will be good. And as you said, I've seen Chelsea. They turned up against Arsenal. They turned up against Liverpool. Of course, everybody beats Liverpool. Be
Yeah.
it be it PSG in the Club World Cup, be it Man City,
Or
they have always
Bayern in
been
the
there
Champions
for
League final.
uh,
Yeah.
or Bayern in the Champions League final. They have
Yeah.
always stand up. The reason why the only thing that gets me scared is that they are conceding goals and Aston Villa are finding a way to score. But uh, if Chelsea can get 3 points here, that will be better for me.
As you said, you started with a very good
Mm.
point. Chelsea relish such kind of games. This is what they live for. This is what they like. They like those teams that
This
everybody
is where
thinks.
they
Then they
thrive.
come to their
Barcelona
backyard.
came, boom.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Arsenal.
no, they do turn
Yeah,
up.
yeah. They do turn up. So
Mm.
I have faith in them, even though I don't like Chelsea, but I have faith in them to help themselves. But there,
Yeah, it's a game. As a United fan, you will wish that both teams lose. But if anybody has to to win, then
yeah, let it be Chelsea.
let Aston Villa drop points. Yeah,
Yeah, slow down
let it
Aston Villa.
Chelsea.
Aston Villa wants to group themselves among Arsenal and City instead of the top four rest. They want to separate themselves from the top four rest. So Chelsea is gonna be a big because they have Chelsea and Arsenal. They're not losing. They're not winning against Arsenal at Emirates. I can tell you that. But they have their chance tomorrow. If not, they're dropping twice. I told you, I think 2 weeks ago, Aston Villa, they've just had a good run, but they're not among Arsenal City. They're in this pack here, and these two games are going to show it. They're going to drop points tomorrow, and they'll drop points against Arsenal. And these other guys are going to catch up with them. Well, I'm just saying, you'll see. I'm just saying. Aston Villa, even though they keep crying, they like to hide in the shadow like they're a small team. They have depth. Aston Villa has depth. Aston Villa has
They
people
do.
out. Yeah, but they still have people on the team. So a lot of people are out. Pau Torres, big people, Tyrone Mings, but they still have top centre backs starting. So they're not such a small club, but they're not like Man City, Arsenal level yet. So for that reason, I think
Yeah,
they're going to
I mean
drop the points in the next two games.
they have
Hmm.
depth. They have
Hmm.
depth. They are just looking for a reason to kind of dangle between being pragmatic and attacking, because they will want to claim that they are underdogs, and then they sit behind, and
Yeah,
then they try to sneak in a counter and score, and then they don't want to be called playing ugly football, so they hide behind, we are underdogs here, but that's who they
small
are,
club.
and
Yeah.
that's just who
And
they
it's
are.
gonna
So
show.
yeah, it's gonna show.
Yeah, yeah. But someone else, someone who's been having a very weird run is Palace. Palace have been losing games weirdly, but they play Tottenham, so oof. Crystal Palace hosting Spurs. That's a very tricky fixture,
Yeah,
considering
it is.
everything that's
Uh,
been happening lately. Yeah,
yeah, both teams look to be having very difficult uh, season at this
spells.
moment,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
they are all losing. I mean, uh, Palace has even been dropping points in Europe, and then they're dropping points locally, and then Spurs. Maybe if they could have gotten a result against Liverpool if they had remained 11, because at 10 players, at 10 versus 11 for Liverpool, they looked better. So I think they
Yeah.
might get some inspiration from that game, considering they were the better side playing 10 men.
Mhm.
And now they
Mhm.
go away to a struggling team and they have a good away form. Uh, it might work as a boost to them. But on the flip side, I think uh, Crystal Palace have had patchy few games, but after Navi first half versus Arsenal, the way they stayed in the game in the second half was almost 50-50. They were in. Arsenal could kill them or they could kill Arsenal in that game in the second half. And then even after Arsenal scoring, them just hanging in there and getting that last minute equalizer, I think they have what it takes to cause problems when Spurs come. And Spurs have shown that their games, when they just switch off, zero shots on target.
Yeah.
Then another game, they are very
Yeah.
attacking. So I don't know which side of Spurs turns up tomorrow. It feels like a game that could go either side, but uh, I think the home side might have an edge, according to me. Mm.
Do you think Palace played hard during the week because that was the cup they were trying to defend and they might not win any other cup apart from that one? Or do you think the dynamics for league and for cup might be different? Or it's just about momentum and form?
It might be, but if that cup is the only thing they could win, and then that cup is gone, then
Mhm.
uh, qualifying for Europe again might be something on their might become their next
Yeah.
agenda, targeting top four,
Yeah.
not top four, top
Mm.
eight,
Yeah.
because of course there is Conference League and they have a manager who has won. They have a manager who has won the Europa League, and uh,
Mhm.
he has what it takes to fight for the conference, and things are going south. So I don't know if at this point they are going to try and focus on the Conference League and use Conference League to stay in Europe, or if they're going to say let's
Mm.
try and qualify for conference again, their position 8. Mhm.
Either way, they need that win against Spurs, even though Spurs also need a win. I think I picked Spurs, but we'll see how that goes. There isn't many other bigger games. Those are kind of condensed a lot of them on Saturday for us. But there is Sunderland against Leeds. That's a serious game. They're both from the relegation, but they are both informed teams. It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't think I'll wake up to watch it. It's at 6 a.m. But it's another good fixture in my opinion for the weekend.
Yeah, that's a top fixture. These are both teams that
Yeah,
played the championship, and they have found themselves here. And every team knows
yeah,
that if I need 3 points, then I need to beat a promoted side.
yeah.
so so I'm not
You
I'm,
need
I'm
to win
not I'm not
against
giving.
promoted sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you, you cannot so if you cannot
If you
beat
don't
people you
beat
came up
promoted
with, then you
sides,
can
you're
as
in
well as just
trouble.
go back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
The-
Sunderland is home, right? Yeah, I think Sunderland is home. Leeds are in top form right now. Uh, they are showing that. At first, I said Sunderland was going to stay and Leeds was going to go down with Burnley, but Leeds look to be fighting for something. At this point, it's not
Yeah.
sealed yet because West Ham, they're doing better than West Ham, so they have something to fight for. Uh,
Yeah.
but both teams having come from Championship, I think the team that is home might feel embarrassed if they lose this one. So
Yeah. The home team
Sunderland
might
might
have
try
an
and be a
edge.
problem.
Even though I think it's gonna be a fiery goals game, either I don't know, but yeah, I think Sunderland might edge it eventually, but we'll see how that goes. Match week 18,
Sure.
United win already. Let's see the rest of us how we're gonna do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. I'm gonna enjoy this match. I'm gonna enjoy this match. Uh, no stress. I think I might catch the